Internet, and welcome to another episode of Chai Watches Things and Reacts to Them. Oh, that's a terrible acronym, but I guess that's where we'll go. Because my last video did so well, I think I'm like almost to 60 downvotes. Like, I'm actually super impressed with myself. Good job, Troll Chai. Good job. Since my last video did so well, I thought, hey, let's do another one. So here we are. We're gonna do another one. I am going to be watching the teaser trailer for The Addams Family, which is a movie being made by Conrad Vernon and Greg Tiernan. Conrad and Greg were both involved in Sausage Party, which I didn't really like. I started it, and then I tried watching like through the first song, and I was like, wow. And then I stopped watching it. Like, after that, I didn't even get through the first song, I don't think, because it was like it was a little on the nose for me. But that being said, outside of that, Conrad Vernon he was the director of Madagascar 3, Monsters vs. Aliens, and Shrek 2, as well as a few other things that I don't recognize. And Greg Tiernan was actually the director of the first God of War, and he was part of the animation team for An American Tale. I don't know how many of you have actually seen that, but like, my grandma had it on VHS, and so I would watch it a ton. And for some reason, I just loved it. I just loved it. And he was also involved with the animation of The Land Before Time, the first one, which was 1988. So he's been in animation since the 80s, because An American Tale was 1986. And I'm like, oh good, an old school animator who's gonna be involved in this, yay! Because I love old school animation and I miss it. I miss the art of it, I guess, the finesse of old school animation. Hi Siri, are you gonna be in the video? She got me in the video. I'm interested to see if the animation for this teaser trailer will kind of show that. I will say though, unlike Batman, where I was like getting out all my fandom and proving that I was like a purist and that I didn't like the reimaginings of stuff because I'm like that, not because there's anything necessarily objectively and ethically wrong with it, just because I'm like that. Unlike that, with The Addams Family, I have zero background. Like, I don't know if it was a comic book, I don't know if it was original IP, I don't know if the 1991 movie was the only thing that's ever been Addams Family, and then since that did well, that they decided to make like an animated series, because I remember there was an animated series on Cartoon Network that I didn't watch, because I thought it was too... Remember that I was a child at this point, but I thought it was too juvenile. I was like, this show's for kids. I don't want to watch this. So yeah, anyway, that's my entire background. However, I will say that the 1991 movie will always, always, always have a special place in my heart. Morticia Addams being played by Angelica Houston will always be the most glorious Morticia I've ever seen in my life, and Raul Julia did an amazing Gomez. Like, I just loved the whole thing. The whole thing was great, and it's still among my favorite movies of all time. So I'm excited to see what this trailer will do. Ah! I have a snap.
This is an average American family. And so is this.
They have a turtle?
And so are these. Every family is different. But some families are more different than others.
Wait, was that a lion? What?
Get out!
It's hideous.
It's horrible.
It's home.
Is that really as tight as you can make it? Well...
Hello.
Wednesday, what do you have there?
I'm not sure.
Strange. There's usually a murderous clown attached to the other end of these. Come now, Gomez. Don't forget to kick your father goodnight.
Yes, Mother.
Kick your father.
Boxley, blow F6!
Fire in the hole!
What?
Yes.
You sunk my battleship.
Well done, Pugsley!
Okay.
I wish something would liven up this already tedious day. Thanks for trying, Ichabod.
Their tree is named Ichabod. Oh my gosh. Well, I don't dislike it. I am sort of intrigued, but it does look like it's going to be more like the animated cartoon that was on Cartoon Network, which I think is what it was supposed to be. Oh yeah, an animated version of Charles Addams' series of cartoons about a peculiar ghoulish family. Okay, so it is based on the cartoon, so then it won't be like as dark and unsettling as the 91 movie was. So it looks like it's kind of like an origin story of the Addams family, because especially like the first scene, it was like a younger Morticia and Gomez looking for their house, and I guess they found it and they're like, it's home, we must be here. And then you can clearly see, like, if nothing else by just Morticia's hair, that time has passed and now they have the kids and all that good stuff, like the whole family's moved in. So I'm guessing it's kind of like a progression sort of story, a little bit unlike the 1991 movie, which was just like it's self-contained, you know, story about losing Buster and then him showing up again. So I'm interested to see where they go with it, like what the conflict is, what the points are exactly. I will say though that I love the art style. I really enjoy like the subtle touches, the nuances, and the animation looks really cool as well. I actually really enjoy it. There were some things that were a little bit, they were very modern. Like, for example, the water physics is always very modern because most people just use like a pre-made algorithm for that. So water always looks really fancy in these sorts of movies, but then I loved like the movement of everything else. It was really interesting. So yeah, I'm cautiously optimistic about this. I would have liked it to be like PG-13 at least. So that way it still has like that edginess and that a little bit of like dark and spooky and very unsettling that the 1991 movie had, although I don't know what the rating was for that one. While the 1991 movie will never, ever be replaced in my heart, I am curious to see how this one goes and what they end up doing with it. If the story is good enough, I think I could like it. But like I said, there's not a whole lot of story to be gleaned from a minute 30 trailer, so we'll see. Cautiously optimistic. I give this a cautiously optimistic out of 10. I am curious and interested, and if there are more trailers, I am excited to see those, to see kind of like what the conflict is, what the storyline's going to be, those sorts of things. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully we can get 50 downvotes on this one as well while I infuriate the internet community. This is sort of fun for me now. And if not, have a great day. If you watched all the way through, type Peaches into the comments. Hit enter as well, because otherwise I won't be able to see it. And yeah, I'll see you guys later, probably on stream, okay? Be sure to brush your teeth.